Hello, welcome to Reader Reviews. Today I'm going to do my January in conclusion video. I read 6 books this month, and the first one was Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi. I gave this book a 4 stars on Goodreads because I loved Tahira Mafi's writing. It was really beautiful and just amazing to read, but I didn't fall in love with the characters. I just didn't like them. I just didn't like them. I don't know how to explain it. Juliet was an okay character for being the main character. She was kind of boring. I just didn't like reading about her that much, but she was okay. And then Adam, I did not like him at all. I just thought he was really annoying, and I don't know. So, I did like this book, just not the characters. I don't know. And the second book I read was Bunheads by Sophie Flack. And I gave this book 5 stars on Goodreads because it's probably one of the best books I've ever read in my whole life. And I don't know why I liked it that much. I mean, it was amazing. Her writing is really good. The characters were good. I liked reading about them, unlike Shatter Me. So, I just loved it. This book is about a girl named Hannah who is a dancer in the Corps de Ballet, which is not a solo ballet dancer, but the big group of girls that in the background during ballets. And this pretty much mostly takes place in the dressing room for the Corps de Ballet girls. And yeah, it just has competition between the girls, but they're also really close friends. And it was kind of like Black Swan, which is one of my favorite movies, except for not as X-rated or R-rated. Yeah. But I love ballet, so I pretty much love anything that has to do with ballet. And this book was really amazing. It was really a quiet book, I guess you'd say, because there wasn't much action. Wasn't a page turner, crazy action book, but it did make you want to keep reading just because the writing was just so good, and the characters, you actually could feel connected to them. And even if you don't do ballet or don't have anything to do with ballet, you could still read this book. The only thing you won't understand would be the ballet terms that are in French, and you might have to look them up if you want. But you can still relate to the main character, Hannah, because every girl pretty much will go through it, no matter what they do. If it's just a regular sport, So check this out if you haven't. The third book I read for January is Jessica Rules the Dark Side by Beth Fantaschi. I only gave this book 3 stars on Goodreads. I love Beth Fantaschi. Jessica's Guide to Dating on the Dark Side and Jekyll Loves Hyde are 2 of my favorite books, especially Jekyll Loves Hyde. But I was looking forward to this. I was so excited when I got this, and I was expecting it to be really good. And it was good. I mean, Beth Fantaschi is a great writer. Just, it wasn't as exciting as Jessica's Guide to Dating on the Dark Side. And I just didn't like the plot of it. It just wasn't that entertaining. It was trying too hard to be a mystery book, kind of, and I just didn't like it. But I love the cover. It's so pretty, and yeah, that's really all I loved about it. The fourth book I read was The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. This book also got 5 stars for me on Goodreads. And this is also one of the most amazing books I've ever read in my whole life. So I'm pretty sure most of you already know what this is about because everyone's talking about it, which they should be. It's about, I'll explain it anyways. It's about a girl named Hazel who has cancer, and she goes to a support group that her mom makes her go to, and she meets a boy named Augustus Waters, and they fall in love. It has much more than that. I'm just not good at explaining the books without trying to give it anything away. So yeah, Fault in Our Stars. Amazing. The characters were amazing. The writing's amazing. Just everything was amazing. I didn't have anything that I didn't like about this book. It kept you wanting to read. The characters were very easy to relate with, and they made you laugh, made you cry. I cried like 3 times while I was reading this. So sad. And John Green is just a beautiful writer. He's amazing. So that was the 4th book. The 5th book was Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. It's a tiny little book. I don't even know if I should count this as a book because it's so short. But anyways, this book also got 5 stars for me on Goodreads. I had to read this for AP English, and usually when I'm assigned books in class that I have to read, I usually don't find any interest in them because I like reading for fun and not to like find, I don't know, like secret meanings. Well, not secret meanings, but you know what I mean. In the books and like have to do papers about it and stuff. Well, we didn't have to do the paper about this. We just had to like fill out a character sheet, and so I enjoyed this a lot. I finished it really quickly. It's only 107 pages, but I couldn't stop reading it. I like did not want to put it down at all. It keeps you wanting to read. The characters are amazing, especially Lenny. He's like really an interesting character, and he just makes the whole book. And the ending is really shocking. Wasn't expecting it, and I probably should have been, but no, I wanted to see the good in everyone. But it's so amazing. Check it out if you haven't. It's not incredibly boring like other school books, I promise. And the 6th and last book that I read for January is The Summoning by Kelly Armstrong. I was a little late on the bandwagon for this book, but I really enjoyed it and I'm glad that I picked it up at Half Price Books. This is about a girl named Chloe Saunders who can see dead people, and she is sent to a house for the insane because I think she has schizophrenia, and just the characters she meets there just wraps it all together, and it's just a really good book. I gave this, I think I gave it 4 stars on Goodreads just because the ending, I really didn't like it because it was trying to be a cliffhanger, but it just didn't, it wasn't an exciting cliffhanger. It was kind of just like, eh. I'm gonna read the 2nd one, and I can't wait to read it just to see what happens, but the ending just was not that great. But the characters are overall really good to read about and just entertaining. You always want to find out like more about the characters that she meets at the Lyle House, which is the name of the what would you call it? Not an insane asylum, but like house for the mentally disturbed children. I don't know. But yes, it was great. And Derek and Simon and Ray are just really cool characters to read about, along with Chloe. and I really like this book, so I shall be reading The Awakening soon.